What is going on, everyone? I have just unpacked a brand new 31 Doozie from this package I've had in my collection for over 30 years. Now this is copyrighted 1981 on the back of the package. Now I actually had two. I'm going to save one for another occasion later. And I'm actually going to give it away to someone on my TikTok channel, but this is brand new, even though it's 40 years old. Hot Wheels made this. It actually is dated on the bottom as 1975. It's got a metal bottom. It's number 9649. It is a really nice car. They stopped making this color scheme in 83. Even though they made this version from 77 through 2003, actually, they had a bunch. They had upwards of 18 different iterations of this. This was the last orange and brown one from 83. What's neat about this is it actually has a removable roof, has the dual front and rear seats. It's got the chest in the back, got the big white wall tires, really neat. Here is the 31 Doozie. Just look at the profile. It is pretty nice. Like I was sharing before, back in the 70s when these things first came out, Hot Wheels and Matchbox, they were just kind of getting on the bandwagon of doing some of these retro, castings of old model cars, and they were really fascinating, especially at that time. And they really did a good job at this right out of the gate. This, like I say, was so this model is from no later than 1983. So this one could have been released anywhere from 81 to 83. The copyright on the back of the package says 1981, but according to fandom.com, this color scheme was made all the way up through 1983. So anywhere from that period. I've had this car ever since probably 83, 84. I had always kept it in its package, saving it for some reason, thinking at that time I probably thought I was going to be rich or something by holding it, but in reality you can't get rich on these things, so you really want to try to enjoy the cars while you can. I did have some other versions of this that were older. I had a Redline version when I was 7 or 8 years old. It's probably in the dirt somewhere, but they've really done a nice job with this. That's a little bit about the car. Talk about how unique it is. This model was made from 77 to 2003. They stopped making this color combo in 83. After that, they really changed the color combinations. They made almost every color under the rainbow. So they really did a nice job for a long time on that. Unique from an eBay perspective and selling it online, the most I've been able to see that you can, that you can buy one of these for is brand new, $12.95. Growing up, there were just a lot of these things, so they're probably not that rare, but yet, if you haven't seen one in a while, it does catch your eye, especially with the 4-door convertible roof that's removable. I'm going to give it a unique score of 6. Now let's talk about presentation value, and this is where I could probably talk 30 minutes on each one of these cars. I want to start out by first showing that it is a metal bottom. You can see the Hot Wheels copyright. This is made in Malaysia, and it's got a plastic bottom with the metal casting there. I like how they have the white wall tires. These originally came out with Redline versions, Redlines on the tires. They did do some nice details with how the sides of the engine kind of goes all the way even below the fenders. It's really neat how this convertible top fits in nicely. So what I'm going to do is, let's see if I can do this on the fly. Kind of fits right into this little, it's got a little latch little hook rather. Let's see if I can get it. Oh yeah, I got it right. It's a nice look when the roof is on. Not a lot of details. I bet you if they were doing this version now, they would put a little bit more emphasis on some of the details around handles and some of the side engine compartments and things, but they did the best with what they had available to them at that time. The front end is one of the strongest features about it. You can see the headlights casted into the bumper, and the bumper in the front end is made into the base, and then that kind of reaches all the way to the back. I'm going to give it a presentation score of 4. So this was me back when I was in the 70s, rolling it around. Nostalgia, it does carry a certain amount of mystique for me. I did have several of these growing up that I played hard with. I even had one that was a little bit lighter orange. That's the one that's probably in the dirt somewhere. Everyone had these growing up in the late 70s. They're, again, part of those early production versions where the Hot Wheels and Matchbox was really kind of dipping back into the 30s, kind of paying homage to all of these kind of old Duesenberg and Auburn types of cars. They were really new for the time. But over time, over the last couple of decades, everybody's kind of making these kind of retro cars, so the mystique has kind of worn off a little bit. I'm going to give it a nostalgia score of 4. With scores of 6, 4, and 4, we have an overall TIMScore of 4.7. Really nice example of a classic Hot Wheel.